Hey everyone, I'm here actually sampling and experimenting with a bit of pork. I'm going to see if we can do my jerk pork in the air fryer. I've already got my pork. It's been sat in sugar and salt for 24 hours. Obviously all my recipes are on my study page if you want to try them out. So I'm going to start. Look, I'm actually using gloves for a change. I'm actually going to start, as the pork's looking lovely, all I'm going to do is rub my jerk seasoning into my pork. You can use any jerk seasoning that you like, homemade, but it doesn't matter. They pretty much will all end up smelling the same and tasting the same. So it's completely your choice. Right. There we are. Alright, obviously I'm going to cook this now, so I'm going to get this ready, lovely, and rubbed in well. Ideally, you can just let it sit for about 30 minutes and in the fridge to let it marinate. But if you do that, then you need to take it out 30 minutes before you want to cook it, just to allow the meat to warm up. So my meat's already nicely and warmed. Right. So that I'm going to pop. Don't forget, this is completely experimenting. I have no idea how the timings are for my machine, so the only way I can work out the timings is to try it out. So we're going to pot this lovely bit of pork, and what I'm aiming for is I'm actually going for a pulled pork. So I want this completely coming off the bone. That's my dog barking, apologies for that. And literally falling off and looking gorgeous. So, pork in, gloves off. Alright, pop that to one side. And then in here we have our lovely mixture, our sticky, lovely jerk sauce mixture, which I'm just going to pour over the top of the meat. So we've got our meat in our air fryer, like so. And as I say, if you want to try this for yourself and you want to follow this recipe, it will be on my study site. So we're just going to pour this nice and easy. I'm basically changing not what I would normally cook in the oven and trying to convert it to the air fryer. So you will be with me whether or not this works. If it doesn't, we just have to keep try again until I get it right. But it would be really nice if it did work. It's a lovely bonus. So yeah, as I said, just gently spoon your sauce over your pork until it's all beautifully covered. There we go. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to pour the rest of it straight into the base of your air fryer. And that is it. And hopefully we're going to leave this to cook, and hopefully something tasty is going to work. So guys, alright, as I say, please check the temperature for your own air fryer and your wattage, because obviously mine's only a little one. So again, I'm attempting and trying. It's trial and error here. So there's your tasty pork into the air fryer. I'm actually setting this at the maximum timer temperature of 30 minutes. Alright, I'm going to leave that, and hopefully, I reckon obviously it's going to need a little bit more than 30 minutes to cook. But what we'll do is we get to see what it looks like at 30 minutes and decide how much longer and what temperature to cook it on. So I'll be back with my jerk pork very shortly. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Guys, I've had this in for an hour, so I'm actually just going to take it out and take a look. It's really looking good. So all I'm going to do is very carefully, I want to baste it. So I'm actually going to take the pork out a minute and pop it on a plate, make it a little bit easier, and then I'm going to pour the liquids on. So I'm just going to move you so you can see what I'm actually doing. Would be helpful, wouldn't it? There we are, guys. So this is the pork so far. I'm actually going to give it a temperature check as well and see where we are. As I said, this has been in for an hour and we are completely experimenting. That lovely, beautiful, thick sauce we are getting. Alright, I'm just going to give that a nice little turn. There we are. There we go. Right. I'm going to pop that back in. Oh my god, see? Typical. As I said, I'm going to pop that back in. Right. And I've got to say, that is tasting really good. Right, I'm going to pour the sauce that's on the plate all back over. As I said, I'm going to give this a temperature check. Because I said this again, sorry for repeating. This is complete experiment. So I have no idea. I just clean up this mess I've made. Oh, there we are. There we go. Right. Let's give it a quick probe and see where we are. I'm not Fahrenheit. Well, guys, that's at 77 already, and that's been in for an hour. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it because we're making pulled pork. We want this to fall apart. I'm going to pop this in for another hour on the same temperature. So, I want it completely falling off the bone. I want it ripping apart with the fork and looking great. So, as I said, that's going back in again. So, at the moment, we're at an hour's cooking for about a kilo in weight, uncooked, in the Salzer air fryer. So, I'll come back in another hour, and we will find out if my pulled pork, my jerk pulled pork, has worked in the air fryer, so I don't have to use the oven anymore. And I'll see you in a bit. And I'll clean my kitchen down at the same time. So guys, this is the moment of truth. Let's see how we've done. Admittedly guys, if you follow the recipe, you'll get the correct weights on what I have actually used today. And also the correct timings, because I did end up, actually it cooked a lot faster than what I thought it would do. So I did actually turn the temperature down. So, moment of truth. Gotta say, it does look, I forgot that was hot, pretty good. So, there we go. And what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to take the oil out of the sauce, and I'll show you in a minute. So, let's see if this has worked. Oh, wow. I'm just going to pull you down, guys, and put you down to this level because this does look quite good. Alright. There we are, guys. That is just... Oh, look at that. That is come away beautifully. Right. I'm just going to get the fork in there and literally pull that away from this bone that I have in this fork. Wow, I'm actually really happy with this. I haven't done this for such a long time, and I've got to admit, doing this in the oven, that is a bit time consuming. Not just the fact, the amount of energy you are using just for this tiny little piece of pork, but I'm going to pull all that away from the bone. Oh, I'm really happy with this. Oh, my dogs will be happy with that bone. Alright, there we go. I can get it away. But there's still more meat on there. Alright. And then, alright, for what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take the oil out of... Just going to put this bone to one side. Do it with fingers. There we go. Well, so I'm going to lift you up again, guys, so you can see. Oh, how incredible does that look? Alright. So once we've done your meat, I'm going to show you a little trick, which would come in handy. If you don't own a strainer, what we're going to do, we're going to need to take the oil out of the bottom of this, because you don't want all the oil on top of this lovely meat that we've just made. So we take the grill out. Be careful not to burn yourself if it is still hot. See, we've got that lovely liquid in there. So, best thing to do is get a spoon and pull all that down. And what we do is dip the spoon in, and you will see the oil will actually start to fill the spoon. I'm not sure if you can quite see that. This is a little bit more time consuming than using a strainer, but needs must if you don't own a strainer. Actually, isn't a lot of oil coming off of that, surprisingly. Let's just try that again, just make sure. There we go, there's a little bit there. There really isn't. I'm very happy with that. Good joint. So, get your lovely sauce that we've just mixed out, and we're going to pour that all over this pulled pork. There we go. And give that a good mix in. Now, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to stop there, because this is actually my dinner, and I thought I'd just share with you while I'm experimenting with my own food. So if it went wrong, I had nothing to eat. I thought I'd share with you this lovely little trick of jerk pork. I'm really glad that's worked. I will be doing that a lot more often now. So I'm going to go and sort my dinner out. I really hope you enjoyed this video and stay around for some more. And I'll leave you with some pictures of some serving suggestions. I better go and soak this. So I'll see you guys hopefully later. Take care.